Here we are again, everybody. Another beautiful Monday evening. It's like a real live show. You can tell we have some new people in the crowd staring at me with stone faces. How are you, sir? You okay up there? Fuck yeah, the thumbs up. Great for podcasting. Hi, everybody. Welcome, audience. You guys ready for a crazy Monday night or what? We always have so much fun here live in the belly room of the world-famous Comedy Store on the Sunset Strip. And god darn it, we're going to do it again. Hello to the people watching via Ustream and Periscope. But most importantly, this fucking live crowd. We're going to have some fun tonight. Another great one lined up for us. Ryan J. Ebelt is here, everybody. He's drawing a picture of the panel tonight, of everything that you see happening. He's an artist that draws what happens every week. Put your hands together for Ryan J. Ebelt there in the corner under the light. And keep it going for the band leader. You just saw Pat Reagan, ladies and gentlemen. There he is, the leader, the one-man band. How you doing, Pat?
I'm doing pretty good.
How do you feel like your pre-show performance went tonight?
You know, it went all right. I tried to do my thing.
Fuck yeah. Anyway, how are things with you, Brian? Everything good?
Good. I'm on day 7 of not smoking.
Woo.
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. I can't believe you're doing that. I don't know how you're doing that.
I know. It's the worst, especially hanging out here. It's the worst place to quit smoking. But you were in Utah last night, weren't you? How was that?
It was great. It was unbelievable.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You travel so much now.
Yeah, I do. Come see me in Toronto at Just for Laughs Toronto at the end of doing stand-up there at the end of one of these months coming up. So if you live in Toronto, Google it. Anyway, let's do it again, shall we? Every week, I have 2 hilarious guests on, 2 of my funniest friends. This week's no different. Put your hands together for the great Doug Benson and Geoff Tate, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Wow. We did it again. Geoff Tate, Doug Benson are back in the house again. The music ends, the clapping ends, always so quickly.
No, very professional. Everybody
Always
around here keeps it tight.
Right. Super tight.
Everybody in this room is thinking about their 1 minute of comedy, so it's hard to concentrate.
Not everybody. We have a beautiful live audience.
Applaud
you can see
live audience that does not expect to be announced to come up here.
That is a hot section
my
there.
favorite are the 2 regulars, Lainey and Jerry, who are obviously texting the show tonight out live via live text.
They might be sexting the show.
These 2 just learned how to text, so they're really excited to be.
Maybe that's adorable.
If they
what
just
adorable old texters.
Well, old texters are the best though. It's like worse than babies. Because they're like excited about it and they're trying to turn their friends onto it.
They also probably have a lot of text messages to catch up on.
Right. Tons of them.
Lainey
They both just shook their head no. That was so sad.
Tony, Lainey commented on my Facebook this week.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What'd she say?
Well, my friend has a new profile picture that's him naked in the Colorado mountains, and I'm just have my arm around him. And she wrote WTF ...
Oh, I think that was the sound of a cougar.
I don't think she's hip to nudity.
Wow. Well, why did you post the picture of your friend's profile?
He made it his profile picture. I don't know.
But
he's
how
like
did
a
she
sexual
see?
guy.
How did she see his profile picture?
I don't know.
And by the way, isn't your header on Facebook you getting your ass eaten out by another guy?
All
Yeah.
right. What? Really? Ooh, you just got spat on. There's been a regular occurrence lately of the guests turning on Pat Reagan, and
He's always there now, that guy?
yeah.
I don't know. I know you were changing things up from show to show for a while there, and so there's no more costume.
Robots.
It's just a guy with a guitar who said something I couldn't follow.
Yeah. That's what he does.
I didn't know what happened there.
Sometimes
But nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
He's in and out. It's great. I love it. Yeah, you're certainly getting your ass eaten out on your Facebook profile pic that Brian just brought up. What is that from?
Eric Andre's show. I wrote a bit called Attack DeMarco, where this indie rocker Mac DeMarco is brought in on Sawhorse.
All right, you got your ass eaten. I don't think we need the whole storyline,
Yeah,
but
that's
there it
longer
is.
than anybody wanted.
I do think it's interesting
Wow.
to point out that you wrote the bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, it wasn't, I didn't want it to happen. I did write it. And I was like, this dude eats out my asshole, but it's not weird.
Do you write a lot of sketches that end in you getting sex acts performed on you?
Ooh, no, we shot a sketch on. We stabbed David Arquette on Sunday. Sketch I wrote.
You're just making all your dreams come true, aren't you?
Dude, it's a good year.
Can't believe he did that.
There's that band leader part of it that I
Oh my
love.
God! Gets to really punctuate that.
Well, here we are, guys. We're gonna have a blast. Doug, you've done this show a bunch of times. Jeff's first time. It always feels
Newbie
like
and an oldie.
It always feels like it's Pat's first time. So I'm excited about tonight's show. Over 35 comedians signed up for the chance to perform just 1 minute of stage time tonight, uninterrupted. That's the only time that we don't talk, is during their 60 seconds.
I love that they don't know when they're going to go on.
I know.
You gotta just sit there and wonder when
Or
they're
if.
gonna call. Or if. It's
Right.
Like when you win the lottery, you don't have to tell a minute worth of jokes.
Right.
When you run up there to accept.
Right.
It's really interesting.
I still would, though.
Why not?
If I get that lottery check, I'm going to do a lot of business with that huge check.
Guys.
Is my microphone broken?
He's really. I told you it was an interesting crowd.
Wait, what does that mean? Now you're going to make them all judgy and weird.
It means half of the people here are thinking about their 1 minute that they might have to do
No,
in
they're
seconds from now. They're not relaxed and listening to what we're saying. They're like, I got 1 minute. I got to say the thing about. I got to mention that lady that's not really black.
That's the thing? That's the premise? If somebody has that joke, you better do it tonight, because that'd be perfect.
Also, this is probably the last night you can do it where it won't seem weird or dated, or you can turn my mic on whenever you want. You're worried about making this audience judgy and weird?
That's what they're here for.
Again?
Comedians, you know your 60 seconds of stage time is up when you hear the sound of a kitty. That means wrap it up then, or else you're going to bring out the angry West Hollywood bear. There it is, and he sounds powerful tonight. Wow. Very aggressive bear. Back, bear. Get back. I'm really excited. So let's get this thing started. Your first comedian. I was coaxing the bear back.
Get back, bear.
Get your back. I was saying,
Go to sleep, bear.
Get back. All right, anyway.
We'll
Your
call
first
you in a
comedian,
minute.
You clearly want to move on instead of playing more with the bear sound effects, so let's just do it. Your first comedian tonight goes by the name of John Mitchell.
Oh, really?
It's always a tough position.
Oh.
Sometimes people get scared.
Oh, wait.
Gotta
Wait
bail
a
out.
second.
No, here he is!
Wow.
Thanks, guys. Hey, sorry about that. How's it going, everyone? Good. Hi. Wow, guys, I can't stop watching those ISIS videos. Saved my life. You guys seen those? Those guys mean it. They ain't fucking around. They're like the most hardcore, insane clown posse fans on the face of the planet. Insane what they'll do for Allah. It's crazy. And say what you will about ISIS, those motherfuckers are goal-oriented. It's like they've been reading Tony Robbins' motivational books or something. You know what I mean? I get it, though. I get their rage. I get it, because those guys have so much pent-up sexual frustration. You know what I mean? Like, they don't even know what a woman's body looks like. How'd you like to be 18, the only thing you've ever jacked off to is eyeballs? You want to blow yourself up, too. Oh, God, those fucking irises, I'm so sick of them! I'm out of breath. All right, thank you.
Fuck
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to do a minute after running from some other venue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where were you? What happened there?
Everybody try to be closer to the stage. This is a little tip from me. I've been doing this a while.
Yeah.
When there's a chance they're going to say your name, be nearby. It's like getting on a plane.
What happened back there?
In the green room just talking. Yeah, wow. Doing cocaine.
I love
Fake blow back there, actually.
fake blow. Talking to the mic.
Fake?
There's fake cocaine back there.
Podcast. Oh, see, that's got to be weird being that tall to where the mic can come out of
I
the
love
mic
that you
stand.
guys give everybody a broken mic stand. It's like, let's make this as difficult for the first time. But I like if we're going to talk about what he just did, I'd say that choosing ISIS as a subject for a whole minute was, it was a choice. I only thought the last joke was the only one that really landed with everybody.
I'm pretty sure you could say that about anything, Doug. Like, anything's a choice.
No, it was interesting that he talked about bananas for a minute. No, but I
I just mean, who's sick of ISIS jokes, and it's an edgy topic, and good for him for attempting it.
I'm sick of ISIS jokes. However, I'm never sick of insane clown posse jokes. And
it was a bit of a wild left turn that he tried to get that in there, but that last, what was the one that everybody laughed at?
jerking
Jacking
off
off
to the
the
eyes.
eyeballs.
Yes, the eyeballs. That's a good one. Like,
Yeah.
you should come up with a few more lines about just describing how sexy that region of a face can be. Like, that might not even be a woman under there. And that really gets me going.
Like, imagine the one Middle Eastern, like, who's basically a porn star lady there that just figured out that she could, like, trim her eyebrows a
Right.
little bit, and that just makes
Like,
her
that's
she could
so
like,
fucking
She could
hot.
like pull her veil down just a little bit. She's showing cleavage or something.
Showing her apples.
Oh,
Yeah,
nose
exactly.
cleavage. But she also...
nose cleavage, yeah.
Yeah, also the
Dimple.
women there, though, the eyes are the sexiest parts, and they're always walking around with, like, cake. They got, like, cum caked in their eye sockets and stuff.
What?
Because guys come in their eyes all the time. Because
Don't use
part
any of
they're
this
most
part.
familiar with. Yeah, you don't have to do any of that part.
It's also very bright over there, so they are squinty.
Yeah, sure.
Which
No,
really
it's-
is a
There could be
drag.
Somebody
shaved
just-
eyebrows.
Right, like
bushy eyebrows.
70s bush eyebrows.
That,
and like,
yeah.
Cross-eyed chicks drive you crazy for some
Oh,
reason.
man.
Or their eyebrows look like an old man because there's this white, like, caked in jizz in both of their eyebrows. They
jizz.
look like Wilford
Okay.
Brimley.
Wilford Brimley can just be dropped anywhere, and
Yeah.
it's funny.
Just throw in some Brimley.
It's like your
You're good to
safe
go.
word.
Yeah, that's the
If
first
something's
lesson
failing,
in stand-up comedy.
Yeah,
You're flailing Brimley.
yeah.
But good
Unibrow.
job, I think, right? Did he do a good
John,
job?
where are you from?
Portland.
How long you been on stand-up?
About a year, a little over a year.
Did you do it mostly in Portland, or have you been
No,
here?
I just started here.
What were you doing? How long have you lived here?
3 years almost.
What were you doing before stand-up?
Writing. Write
Writing what?
screenplays. We optioned a screenplay, and so I thought I could do stand-up.
What was the
Not
screenplay
really sure.
about?
It was a good
About
idea.
his time with the Insane
Um,
Clown Posse.
No, it's about
Me and ICP.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's
screenplays
strange.
don't
already.
translate
It's a
to
good
comedy. You can't just get up on stage. Interior, comedy store,
exactly.
belly room,
Belly room.
night.
Everyone
Exactly.
laughs. Nope, that's the best part. You just write that in there. Audience goes crazy. Now, I have a question.
Yo.
You're good looking. Why are you doing this?
Well, because
Look
I
at
am
us.
good looking, but my life is a fucking mess, just like any other. Yeah. These cats aren't bad looking. I mean, look, you
Yeah,
guys
get-
are all have your qualities.
These cats are
You
bad
guys
looking.
all have your
You just
qualities,
confirmed
man.
that you're ugly and that we're not.
Yeah,
No, you guys all have good qualities about you, man. I'm not that good looking.
I'm very.
6'6", and I look like take my shirt off. I look like a goddamn Irish man during a potato famine or something. It's disgusting. I'm not that good.
Wow, that was
That's
the
like
worst.
so that's just like a regular.
You have to figure out a better go-to if
All
you're
right.
going to make fun of yourself. Like,
Try
you
to
should
ad-lib
have
better.
you should have something better.
I'm 6'6". I look like a fucking Vietnamese farmer.
All right, I'm fucking gorgeous.
You look- you-
1973.
I was like, which one of you guys is talking? I forgot. Normally, if there's talking from that direction, it's somebody in a superhero outfit.
Yeah.
So it's more obvious who's talking.
And a
but,
robot
yeah.
voice.
I
John,
don't know
you
why I do
always
it. I just love it. I don't know. It's a good question, but I love it.
No,
and I
it's-
can't I'm not like normal good-looking guys. Like I can't really get a corporate
Yeah,
job.
he's more of
I'm a
a Ed
shitty
Norton
worker.
good-looking.
I'm a
Yeah.
shitty worker. I got felonies. I can't. Like this is like.
All right,
I'm in this
okay.
to win
Nope,
it.
you're right.
Wait. And
Yeah.
you spent your whole minute talking about ISIS, and you've got
You know why, though?
felonies?
I have
Wait,
really-
That is
yeah.
job one to tell
I have
those
prison
stories.
materials, too.
Doug,
I
maybe-
have-
Prison
I have
stories?
prison materials.
Then
Good.
shut up about ISIS.
All right, I'll do it
Get
next
your
time.
ass to
Okay.
prison. Good luck.
So is that how you got in good shape in the yard?
You saying I'm in good shape? Thank you.
What do you have felonies from?
From
What the fuck?
body
Do you-
issues.
Yeah. You have
You need to talk about
dysmorphia?
your body issues.
He might be a good comedian because he's terrible at the listening and responding.
Yeah. All the greats have that.
All the greats are just get up and go.
You have cottonmouth and you're nervous, you just said.
Are you
Well, yeah.
are you stoned and nervous, or are you just nervous to the
Just
point?
nervous.
Here, have some water,
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
and then finish your protein shake in the green room.
It's weed water, though, that Doug brought from a dispensary.
I
so.
brought some weed water.
You don't have any better go-tos to make fun of yourself? Like, you could do better than an Irishman in a potato famine, because that was more like an actual fact than a joke.
Physicality, I don't have any better go-tos, but yeah, I make fun of myself plenty.
You could say that you look like a gay Pez dispenser.
Gay Pez. I had a woman.
Like when you yawn, I bet it looks like dicks are gonna fly out of your mouth. But you can't actually say that because I'm using that for myself from now on. So
did a clown just ride in on a bike?
Yeah.
That's how good that joke was. Clowns showed up.
Yeah.
So some woman said I look like a cock-sucking Ed Norton the other day. So I thought that was pretty good.
All right,
Yeah.
well, I already
Did you get her
beat
number?
her to the Ed Norton tonight.
I was giving her the door. She was leaving.
Oh.
Yeah. Giving her the door?
I was
Is that like
the
some
door.
kind of
He
new
was
middle
showing
finger
her how
thing?
doors work because
Showing her where the
she'd
door-
been heavily
Showing
drugged.
her where the door was. There we go.
Was she at your apartment?
Yeah.
So you had sex with a lady a couple of days ago, and you're like, I'm just like you guys. Fuck you, man. None of us get. Right. We have to. I don't know about you guys. You guys probably do okay.
Yeah,
but,
speak for yourself.
no, like, you get it. You get my point.
I get it.
Right. You got a lady back to your apartment, and we saw a minute of your stand-up, so it's probably because you're good looking.
Well,
Right.
look, there's got to be room for a good-looking comic in the game. You know what I mean?
There are 0 good-looking comedians.
Yeah, I can't
Jesselnick.
think of him.
Jesselnick.
Well, Jesselnick's pretty handsome, and your jokes are just as good as his. So good call.
Okay. I'll take that as
Whoa, shots fired,
as a
shots
compliment.
fired. Holy shit. Upcoming guest in a couple weeks,
he is-
Anthony Jeselnik.
It
You
is
might
a
find
good
out about
example
that.
that he is handsome. That's true.
Whoa! Shots were fired. No, I'm kidding. John.
What the fuck?
That was very real.
Such a dick move. Just imagine the fucking listeners right now. People are on the
If I were
treadmill.
Abraham Lincoln, that would have given me a heart attack.
It's one thing when you're in the room,
Is that
but
what
like
killed
these
Lincoln?
poor people.
Yes, the gun
I'm gonna get
noise behind
200 tweets for that. Like, you get rid of that fucking asshole at Red Band. That gunshot got me fired from my job. These people are like at work on a treadmill. They're not ready for that.
No, somebody's going
By
to
the way-
slam into another car in traffic when that happens.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Yeah, the last time you guys played a. Never mind.
I can't believe we were able to get that audio from John Mitchell after we let him off the stage in a minute. That's about him shooting himself after what he did on stage tonight, everybody. I'll explain that one. 'Cause
Is he John?
I
Are
didn't
you
say
John?
it right.
Yeah.
Right, that's why it got confusing. Everybody forgot who
What's
you
your
were.
middle name?
Douglas. Doug.
John Douglas Mitchell.
Yeah.
All first names.
Yeah.
Sound like
Fucking
a-
all one syllable.
Yeah.
You sound like a president from the 1800s.
Yeah. He was the Attorney General of the United States under who was that president? Nixon?
Did you learn that
He
in?
did time. He actually ironically got
Is there a
locked up.
punchline
Oh,
coming,
just
or are you
like
giving
you.
us a fucking history lesson
John
right
Mitchell?
now, John?
John Mitchell was the name of Nixon's Attorney General.
Yeah.
Tony, I think we should
No.
give John Douglas Mitchell the door, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think so,
I'm
John.
ready to go. This
Well, we
There you
know
go.
we know your cue. You look like a cocksucking Ed Norton, so beat it.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
there you go. There he goes, everybody.
job,
John
dude.
Mitchell.
Fun. Thank you.
Nice work.
John Mitchell's on Twitter at jmitchell5000. He's jmitchell5000. If you're
My
wondering
favorite
who-
so far.
Yeah, out of all the
Okay.
people so far, he's
Yeah,
definitely
he's the
number
best
one.
one so far.
He just went sprinting back to
Totally
the green
best
room.
one.
Hey, before we move on,
Yeah.
am I doing this right?
Yeah, you're doing perfect.
Okay. All right, just want to make
Put
sure.
your hands together for Geoff, everybody. It's his first time on the show. It's a crazy show.
He's talking into the right end of the microphone. He's
Yeah.
got it down.
Put your hands together for your next comedian, Chris Mack.
I told you the laughs are weird. Everybody's in a different headspace. How's it going, guys? My name is Chris Mack. I'm from Dallas. A little bit about me. I'm not a big fan of holidays. I think a lot of them are bullshit. I think a lot of them are excuses for you to buy shit for people you don't even like. But my favorite time of the year, however, is Shark Week on the Discovery Channel. Yeah. I don't watch it to learn about sharks. I know everything I need to know about them. I watch it to hear all the stories about how dumbass people are still getting ate the hell up by sharks. It's stupid, right? If you ever watch this program, it's always the same kind of shit. Like some dude gets on there and he's telling the story. It's always something dumb like, well, I was snorkeling with my family, then out of nowhere, stop, really, out of nowhere. Like, we just forgot the shark in the goddamn ocean. We just forgot this shit. You can't use out of nowhere when you're in the shark's home. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. If you're going to say out of nowhere, it's got to be a real out of nowhere situation. If you're going to say out of nowhere, it's got to be something like, all right, let's say you're at Subway, right? You're getting the full on. You're like, hey, man, let me get some lettuce, a little bit of pickles, and a shark jumps out the pickles. Shit, put that on Shark Week. That is amazing. Hey, I'm Chris Mack. Thank you guys so much.
Solid minute. Chris Mack.
A shark jumps out the pickles.
He was running out of time.
Yeah, but that was also, I mean, that's a fun way of saying it.
Here's what I'm thinking.
Yes, sir.
I'm thinking what I thought of when you were doing that was more like a perspective thing where I don't think I've ever heard of a black person getting attacked by the shark. Like, you're making it about everybody when I think that the real take on it is that black people don't get attacked by sharks, and that's basically the only thing right now that isn't attacking innocent black people are the sharks. I mean, granted, the black people can't get eaten by the sharks if you don't know how to swim. They don't go in the water. But
I resent that remark. I have a #1 swim call in the Marine Corps. Thank you very much.
Really?
Yes, I can.
You're the
save lives.
fastest swimmer in the Marines?
Yes.
Wow. No wonder we're losing so many troops overseas. It hits me right now.
Let's name all those great black Olympic swimmers. There was.
In fairness,
is there one?
Let's name a lot of.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
He counts. He doesn't act
You're
anymore, but
listening
he
to
was
too much radio.
Listen. In fairness to him as a black fella, how many white swimmers could you name? Just the Michael Phelps guy.
That's and Eric Spitz and Drinky Fuckalong and
Jonathan Taylor Thomas,
Bootsy Collins.
Eric
no, he's black.
Bootsy Collins.
No,
Prince.
what was the Spitz? Brian Spitz?
Mark Spitz.
Mark Spitz.
Is he the black guy?
Wasn't he a diver?
Mark Spitz was like the first one to win a ton of medals, and then Phelps beat his record.
You think he's good? You should meet Mark Swallows. So much more fun than Mark Spitz.
Hey, can you make that gun go off
Yeah.
again?
No, don't tell him to do
Why
that.
did you give it the seal of
You
approval?
can't do that. See, now you're messing up, Geoff. You don't inspire the crazy man over here.
So in
Look at him.
150 years, we
He's
were
just
able to name
waiting for
4
it.
swimmers.
4.
It's the
Yeah, I don't
worst.
My God, there's been another murder at the swim meet.
Oh wow, an assault.
Everybody, take cover. Kill Tony's quite literal this episode.
Yeah, it's a
Getting
deadly
shot
one.
at left and right.
Chris, where are you from?
From Dallas, Texas, sir.
Wow, that's so cool. How long you been in LA?
2.5 months.
Lovely. You live here now.
Yes, sir.
And did you do stand up in Dallas?
Yeah, for about 5 years.
Oh, that's awesome. How long were you in the military?
4 years.
Wow. What were you doing over there?
I was an infantry machine gunner. I did 2 tours in Iraq and 1 in Afghanistan.
Fuck yes.
Well,
I love
now
it.
we can't say anything bad about.
And that's why I didn't react when the gunshot went off.
I'm sorry for doing that now.
I would.
No, get that.
Oh my God, PTSD. I would stop doing it,
He
Brian.
does it.
Brian, that's so cruel.
He apologizes and then he
Oh
gets
my
excited.
God.
This is what I'm telling you. You can't tempt this
terrible.
guy. He's out of control.
Yeah, don't tell Brian what not to
Airstrike,
do.
that's an actual one?
Oh.
Jesus.
Hey, just
Oh my God.
unplug that thing.
You should open every set with that information about your military background, because then respect is a great thing to get right away from the crowd, and then from there, your jokes, they're not gonna fake laugh just because you served, but it's still pretty.
even then, you
it's
could-
still impressive.
And coming off of that, even if you're just mentioning it, you could segue right into even the only thing I know about you is the shark attack thing.
Right.
And you could segue right in about the stuff that really scares you. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing.
Yeah, I was over there. There were no sharks in Afghanistan.
Right.
No.
Or
Just
Iraq.
mines. Just mines.
Yeah. Just shark mines.
Shark
Right.
mines.
Jesus.
Yeah.
lot of,
Step on a shark mine.
After you mentioned that thing about being in the military, you should mention how good a swimmer you are too. 'Cause that's
Are you a
unlikely.
unicorn black man? What's going on? That's what everybody thinks. You're
Yeah.
military. I can swim. I don't date white women, surprisingly.
What?
I
Now
know.
that I do not believe.
You like
It's not
fat
by
girls?
choice. They just don't really dig brothers. I'm from the South. They don't. You can't do that there. You lose your trust fund.
Wow,
if you
this
do.
lady will suck
There's
your
a
dick
white
right
lady
now.
right here that's ready to go.
Wow. Holy shit.
That's because her father's dead. If her father was still alive, then she would be no approval.
Oh, I don't like any.
Oh shit!
Oh,
First
boom.
of all, no.
Oh, you just got destroyed, Chris Mack. Boom.
Listen,
Atlanta.
in
First of all,
fairness, they probably don't talk
You
anymore.
dating a dude who looks like Terrence Howard. That's not really black. Like I'm black. Like, that's not.
Wow.
Terrence
Terrence Howard's
eyes
not
and shit.
black?
Huh?
Yeah,
He's pretty.
He's not that light, is
He's
he?
pretty light skinned.
Okay.
What if we find out?
Does he run the NAACP in Spokane?
Damn it!
She does. She does
You
now.
beat me
She's the
to
new
it.
president.
She
racial
stepped down.
equality.
Do you date Latin women, Latina women?
I have from time to time.
Right, Dallas.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it happens. Not so much in L.A. I feel like you can probably get killed for that shit here.
What?
Dating Latin women as a black dude, they don't like black people in East LA.
Oh, you're crazy.
All I could say is good to know.
Dude, if you could survive banging white chicks in Dallas, you can survive anywhere.
Well,
LA's
If you
not
could
worse
survive, honestly, if you could survive Afghanistan, fuck whoever you want. Man, you could eat that dude's asshole as long as he thinks it's funny.
Did you see those big fields of weed in Afghanistan? It grows everywhere.
yeah,
there,
yeah. I
apparently.
saw it, and I had to
Yeah.
walk away from it.
Why are they
course.
so uptight if they got all that weed?
It's because it's just growing. They don't do anything with it.
Because
It's
America
just
steals it,
fields
they
of
don't get to smoke it.
Yeah.
America steals it and sells it here, and it calls it illegal.
Yep.
Yeah.
They got real quiet.
I
They're
don't
like,
like-
"Oh shit, it's real."
Listen, I don't care.
Discussion.
I don't care for your political
Fucking
stuff.
Daily
but,
Show over here. Do more shark jokes. Fuck that political shit.
Yeah, the interesting thing is that pussy John Mitchell talked about ISIS the whole time, and he's never even served in the military.
but he did go to prison, so we have two fucking bad motherfuckers in a row.
It's interesting.
Who signs up for this show? Is this like a halfway house podcast situation? People trying to transition back into society. This is their first step. Get cleared by Kill Tony.
They get a great lineup every time it rains. 'Cause, people come in here for shelter and they do a minute.
People decide they're going to start doing stand-up.
Yeah.
Chris, I had a blast with you. Nice to meet you, man. And
Yeah,
thanks for
thanks,
everything.
man.
Chris
Having me.
Mack, everybody. He's on Twitter at Mac Diddy Combs. Mac Diddy Combs. He's a P. Diddy fan, I do believe. He's a fan of the Puffy.
And Combs.
Okay, this looks like a new name. That's always exciting. Put your hands together for Melissa Esslinger. Melissa Esslinger? Melissa Esslinger. There she is. Melissa, everybody, come on! Monday night!
Jesus fuck. I didn't think this would happen. Hi, I'm Melissa. I just moved here 5 weeks ago. This is my, 7th time with one of these things in front of my face. And the least that I'm shaking because I had no time to prepare because I didn't know that I didn't, oh fuck. So I'm short, as you can. And so when guys are talking to me, I'm like, "Hey, my eyes are down here, buddy." But I was at a kids' baseball game the other day, which is weird because I don't have kids, but I look really young, so I go places and just fit in. Sometimes moms just wave me with their gaggle, and I follow. I had to get a fake ID. I'm 24, but people don't believe me when I give it to them.
I love that. Melissa, is it Esslinger?
Great
Wow.
job.
Where'd you move here from?
I moved here from New Mexico. I lived there for a year.
Melissa, have you been checked for lice?
She's a little itchy, but I thought that was not as much a comedy performance as an acceptance speech.
Yeah.
There was a lot of just sort of excited surprise in your delivery. That'd be funny to be the comedian that every time you go on, it's like, oh, me? Really? Oh, well, I guess as long as I'm here. Oh, I'd like to thank my agent, and driving is weird.
I was getting up to ask that man to point his lamp down a little bit, and then you said my name, and I was...
Oh, you were trying to tell him to not be so lit over there? Because he really seems like more important than us over here.
Sorry.
He's got a really bright section over there.
I just wanted to tilt
What is he
down.
doing? He's drawing, does art for the...
Yeah, he's going to draw everything.
He draws everything.
Are you from?
So he needs that light.
Are you from Kentucky?
I lived there for 6 years. I've been around places.
Is this your thing? Is this your natural cadence? Are you like this all the time? Or are you extremely
Was
like...
I born like this?
No, I have hold on.
I get that question a lot.
You lived in Kentucky for 6 years.
me?
And are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna be all right?
I'm good.
Like, you've been here 5
Are you
weeks. Where do
centered?
you
Are you
live?
focused?
Like, do you just live on a roof in Venice, like Jim Morrison?
I am in Venice, actually.
In a house, though, right? Like with
Yeah.
a roof and.
My
like
cousin, I stayed with him for a week.
Okay, that, I don't know what's going on there. My cousin, I stayed with him for a week.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
There's some creepy Lannister
I got
shit
it.
going on over there.
No, I got a job out here, and then sorry, I'm an
but-
asshole. And
Kind of a same bed cousin.
No.
Yeah, hey,
What? She
stop.
said, she put it in quotes.
Yeah,
Come on,
no,
dude.
she did the quotes. Listen. All right? You guys have been sitting there stonewalling us the whole time, and now you're awake? Now you're going to turn on us? No. Are you sure you're okay? Do you
Yeah,
need,
I'm good.
Like,
I'm good. People
do you
ask
need-
me that a lot. Yeah, I'm good.
Where's your cousin from?
He's been here for a long time. I think. Well, I have family from Kentucky. He's from
Kentucky.
Where from Kentucky?
And you
Where in
stayed with
Kentucky?
and you stayed with your cousin.
there. The reason I did that was because
'Cause you were
people are
fucking
gonna
your
stay with-
cousin.
He's not really. Maybe he's
Yeah.
not really your cousin. There's a lot of reasons. Maybe she's not really staying there. Maybe she's afraid her parents are going to listen, and she don't want to know she got a black
The
boyfriend.
real question is, right?
You know what she seems like to me?
That's what it is. That's the cousin she's talking about.
She seems terrified.
She's just kind of like a dog on the 4th of July. What you need to do,
There was a lot of
you
gunshots.
just
earlier.
need to like be calming and nice, and don't make loud noises. You need to just give her a nice environment in which to just feel comfortable
Just
and relax.
relax, okay?
I feel like someone should. You're like a shelter dog. Someone should take you home and give you a couple of days where you don't
I really
have to
wish
be
that was
scared.
actually the first time that I've heard that.
I have a-
Someone's told me that before too.
I have a serious question.
I'm getting worried.
I noticed that you are very, very. Oh, sorry.
I knew it was coming, and it still got me. God damn.
Oh my God!
I didn't
That
know.
noise is the worst. Like when you go see a play, like a lot of old
I love
people
that.
go
By the
to
way,
plays.
the only person that wasn't affected by that was her. He
I
was just
know.
trying to scare her, which makes me wonder
No,
what
she
kind of.
she stayed shaking as usual.
Where you've only done stand up 7 times total.
This would be the
Yeah.
7th. Yeah.
Wow.
Where are you from in
Seventh time
Kentucky?
she's talked into something like that.
I lived in Lexington for 6 years. Yeah.
Why is that so important? Are you doing a
No, I'm-
CSI
no, I'm
thing
from-
or
I
something?
grew up.
No, I'm from Cincinnati. I didn't know. There's
Oh,
a
I'm a
lot
Reds
of
fan.
there's
Right
a lot
across
of,
the thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of Kentucky that's within the metropolitan area, and I thought maybe I could call her parents or something and be like, I found her. She's got a solid minute, but I'll bring her home, right? She's little, and I don't have a carry-on, and my flight's in the morning, so
Is
I
that-
could get a suitcase and get you home if it'll help.
You think that happens a lot with runaways, that they wear a sweatshirt with where they're from on it?
I don't see a lot of that. This is the first runaway I've ever seen, so I have no idea. As far as I can tell, yes, they just wear things from home and get to LA and somebody
Do a minute on
Yeah, I
Kiltony.
just assumed no one had ever not interrupted me this far into a sentence yet.
Oh, trust me, I'm waiting to right
Yeah.
now. So, how much more material do you think you have after 7 times on stage? Just out of curiosity, like what are other things that you talk about?
I talk about I talk about how awkward I am a lot. I talk about I grew up in Germany, so I talk about that sometimes.
That's what it is. It's the German twitch.
Yeah.
And also, my mom's Jewish from the Bronx, and she used to drive a cab, so I have to tell jokes, I guess.
How are you? What?
Yeah. Why
Is your
Mom, cab, Brooklyn, jokes.
Bronx. Jewish.
Jewish, so I have to. Jokes.
Are you
I get it. I get it.
Are you ticklish?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, Brian!
Brian is really not. He's the last.
And I used
Somebody
to
He's
be,
call
not
the police,
comforting to
please.
these people
What?
at all.
Wait,
what
wait.
sound
I used to
effect?
be ugly, so I don't pick up on things like that.
Oh.
Used to be ugly. How'd you do it? I mean, how'd you turn it around?
I lost 40 pounds.
Wow.
Oh, you're 40
Look
pounds
at
heavier,
that.
but that doesn't mean you were ugly. I'm
Pat,
sure you
tickle
had
her.
a
Tickle
pretty
her right now,
face and
Pat.
whatnot.
Tickle her.
No.
Don't, please
no.
No, no tickling.
Listen,
Brian.
it doesn't seem like the last 5 weeks have gone great for her. Let's not fuck it up more.
What's your feet like?
Oh my God! Stop it! Oh.
Well, I think you did a great job. You're very likable the minute you get up there, even though like just like you're
There's no
scared.
question
But
about
everyone, you have a thing that makes everyone be like, I really hope this is good.
Yeah. Yeah, you have incredibly solid cadence and timing. This nervous, twitchy thing that you do, and you know.
Richard Lewis has been doing
Yeah.
it for 70
Yeah.
years.
I think a minute does you disservice because I think as people get used to you more, they'd laugh
Right.
more and like you more and keep doing it.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see more of you. There
Yeah,
she goes,
good.
everybody. Melissa
so much.
Esslinger. Esslinger?
Bye.
Esslinger?
You want to touch us?
Bye, Melissa. Congratulations. Oh my God.
God,
Brian went for the
creep her out
Brian
at every
went for the
possible
tickle.
opportunity. She's running around the room now. Oh, amazing.
She shakes the hand of every single person in this room.
Oh my goodness, I had no idea this was going to happen tonight. Like she didn't sign up.
No,
and put her
everybody
name in the
that
bucket.
signed up, you might get called.
Melissa Esslinger, or Esslinger, I'm still not 100% sure. Esslinger? Melissa Esslinger is Melissa Ann 90 on Twitter. So for those of you listening to the show,
A-N-N-E.
follow Melissa, MELISSANNE 90. So it's not really Melissa or Ann. You combined it and shared that A, huh?
Hey, what are the
Risky
odds the name
choice.
you pull out of there is a Budweiser?
Whoa.
Oh,
Josh
I'd like
Martin.
another vodka soda if I could have one.
I have a turkey ginger.
That's not even.
That's
That's
half
just
a
weird
turkey
words
sandwich.
thrown together.
Ginger turkey.
Since you're going, I'll have a crowning coke.
Whiskey ginger.
Wow, there we go. Looks like we're all getting
Whoa,
liquored up.
5 drink orders.
Uh,
One of us is probably gonna have to wait till the person comes back for a second, right?
You assume they could only carry 4 drinks on a tray at the, here?
Oh yeah, try it.
A tray.
Hey.
I'm used to them bringing them to me like with their fingers inside the glass and just here you go.
This looks like a new name as well, and this one's a tough one to pronounce. I'm just going to go for it. Chalis Robinson. Chalis or Chalice. Chalis Robinson. Yeah, Chalice. It's got to be Chalice.
Way over there. Here comes Chalice.
Chalice Robinson, everybody.
Working through the room.
Hell yeah.
Not new. You said that name wrong before. Anyway, you ever notice what? you ever notice what they call the area you buy condoms from? Like some pharmacies call them family planning. And I was thinking, like, no one ever thinks about family planning when they're buying condoms. Like I really only have 2 thoughts. Really, it's like, don't get that bitch pregnant or got that bitch pregnant. I've never shopped on this side before, but I've shopped on this side like lots of times. You know, like I feel like if they want to like get us to practice safe sex, what I need is Trojan and like Brand Jordan to come together and make some type of super sporty basically what I'm trying to say is if you want to get more niggas to buy condoms, you should probably just put like a Jordan symbol on the box. Like condom sales should skyrocket. You know? Like I feel like would they re-release the condoms like they do the shoes? You know, a lot of times you see a group of niggas just staring at the wall like, yo, I remember these. The King Kongs with the extra wide tip and the real monkey fur on it. Why would you need real monkey?
Fuck yeah. Chalis Robinson, right?
Chalis.
I was right the first time.
Close enough.
Oh, see, I tried to correct him because I thought because it's spelled like the word chalice.
Yeah, I know.
I love the part where you get into the Nike swoosh. I think that makes sense. If they made him more, you know,
Nike
you're talking
condoms,
about-
just screw it.
Right. Exactly. Right.
I mean, just do it. It still works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing it.
Yeah.
Logic
There
at
you
the door.
Maybe Logic has all our drinks.
Oh, stop it! We just ordered. It's one man.
No, I'm not.
Who's at the door?
Logic. We haven't answered the door yet.
Oh yeah, Logic. Let's leave Logic out there and let's talk from the heart about how we feel about that performance.
I think it's called family planning because when you buy condoms, you're planning on not having a family.
I was gonna roll.
Boom.
With,
Yeah,
no,
right.
I was gonna roll with that, but
Chalis. It's
this has to
Chalis,
be like
right?
Chehalis.
Chalis.
Come on, Pat. You heard
What's
it
your,
before
I know.
too.
What's your full name?
Chalis. It's Chalis.
Come on, I got to do this again. Chehalis Calrissian Robinson.
Oh my
Calrissian!
God. Now I remember you. Oh my God, you're back. Of course you are.
I can't
This is-
forgive you for what
this
you
is-
did.
this is
to
what I call-
Han Solo.
I love
Yeah.
you, Doug. I mean, you're just all over it. So one could call this the Return of the Jedi. I fucking love it. This is your second time on. Middle name Calrissian.
You remember?
Holy fucking shit. No, I didn't remember. This is amazing.
Do you realize that Calrissian is way easier for white people to pronounce?
I know. You know what? I was gonna roll with
Maybe
Calrissian.
you might want
but
to flip it over and make it your first name.
Yeah. Logic Calrissian.
Logic?
Just go for it.
Chehalis. You could open up a
You're calling him a different name every time you say
Chehalis? Jahalis?
Shalahusi.
Let
me ask you a question.
something like that. I don't know.
Chehalis, you should open up a store that sells goblets called Chehalis' Chalices.
You should open up a store, Pat, called I Can't Believe the Audience Laughed at That.
It's never been said before, right? I've never been called a chalice before.
Hey Tony, I'm so glad they brought all those drinks in on that tray you were talking about.
Fancy. Put your hands together for Josh Martin, everybody. Sweating bullets for the show. He's that Josh Martin comic. It's periscoping live right now and hustling around. Oh, God. You ever think about using the Calrissian thing, though, as the name?
I have.
Because, by the way, you're calling it Chehalis, right?
Yeah.
But it is spelled Chaliss. There is a cha, but there is not a second hey there.
Yeah.
Nobody will ever say, unless it's two H's back to back, nobody's going to go Chahalis.
Who said
I
this
know,
to you?
It'd be
He
Chahalis.
said the
McConaughey.
exact same thing.
Oh, last time.
all over. Yes.
Wow. And you still use the name?
It's my name. I have the choice. Do I have to?
But
Let's do this again next time.
Okay.
everyone is going to say it wrong if you have to stutter halfway through the first syllable to get it right.
Yeah,
Well,
how about Kayla?
The only person who can say it correctly is Melissa.
She's gonna shake.
She would stutter her way through it.
Chehalis.
Please don't be mad. I'm sorry. Did she leave? Oh,
No,
okay,
she's
good.
right there.
She doesn't get mad. She gets
does it right
shaky.
She shakes.
Fuck yeah.
So I thought about using the Calrissian. I mean,
yeah.
but is it Calrissian Robinson? I don't know. Or
Calrissian
just Calrissian.
Robinson.
Calrissian Robinson is the blackest name of all time. You should go for that, right? Like, I don't know why you don't. Calrissian Robinson, like, no one's ever going to say it wrong. No one's ever going to forget it. No one's ever even going to believe you when you say it out loud. But they will remember it every time. It's more memorable to white people than if your name was Superman.
Yeah.
So you're
Just
saying
go,
I could be
how about
bigger than
this? How about
Superman.
this for a pitch? Ready? Lando Calrissian.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
name.
that
It's got a
already
nice
exists.
ring to it.
How about Scott?
Do you think Lando is
Scott
real?
Scott?
No, I mean it's not real.
Scott
But the
Calrissian?
character exists.
Yeah, but he's not real. You're real.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna start going by Lando Calrissian.
Why not, man?
No.
If my name's Han Solo.
I vote against that.
No.
I think Calrissian should be your first name, and whatever you want could be your last name. And you should open with how you just decided to make Calrissian your first name, even though it truly is your middle name. Because that it's factually your middle name is a pretty cool thing about you.
Yeah.
I
Way
think.
too cool to not be known.
Yeah.
If my middle name was Calrissian,
Wait, what's your first name again? Chalice?
Ch-
So
No, it's not.
This is your name from now on. I decree it.
Chalis.
It's fucking C. Calrissian Robinson.
I
Yeah.
agree
Right?
with that.
See, Calrissian.
That'd be
Robinson.
cool.
I agree completely.
People would
with
want
that.
to sign that guy up.
Yeah.
People would say, "I'm going to go see Calrissian. I'm going to see."
You can't say it. I thought you said white people knew this shit, man.
I want to see Louis C. Calrissian.
Just do Jar Jar. That's easier.
Jar Jar Calrissian. That's
Jar Jar Scott.
yeah.
Wow.
What if you went by,
Salacious Crumb Calrissian.
What if you went by Calrissian? You split it up into two names.
You know what? I actually
This
thought
is the
about
most
Cal
horrible
Robinson, and
idea
I didn't like
panel.
that one.
Yeah.
What were your parents thinking?
Well,
Were they Trekkies?
Did they?
They
how
were
great-
like, well,
yeah,
he was conceived while we were drinking from a chalice and watching Star Wars.
How great would it be if he's 38 and he was born like 4 years before Star Wars even happened, and his parents just dreamed up a cool name.
And then Star Wars come out, they're like, motherfucker!
Well, I mean, it was the '80s, and, you know, like black moms like Billy D. Williams, so fuck it, she gave me the
Did
name.
you ask her about this ever? You ever really get the real fucking
He should be
answer?
grateful she didn't go with Colt 45.
Oh my god.
he said that.
No, D. Williams,
He's
come
right.
on,
He's
it's a
right.
reference.
Yeah.
That's racist.
He should be. They could have named you number one with a bullet. That's the other movie Billy D. Williams is in.
What was that?
Bingo
Mahogany
Long's
or something?
All-Star
What was the
Traveling
other one?
Band.
Yeah, Bingo Long would have been a good name for you.
Bingo Long Calrissian.
Bingo Long
Robinson.
Calrissian.
Do you talk to your mom still?
Brian's
Yeah.
song.
That's why I'm named after.
You want to
Brian.
call her right now and put her on speakerphone and ask her once and for all?
Why would I do that?
Yeah.
Let's call Mama! Let's call Mama! Let's call Mama!
Wait.
You're not chanting, lady.
Where are you from?
My mom lives on the East Coast.
Uh-oh.
Virginia.
Toll call!
No, it's late over there.
Oh, it's going to be late. We can't wake up his mama.
She's probably
Right.
sleeping, right?
Oh, listen,
Wow, the
just because you haven't talked to your dad since you started fucking that dude, don't mean he could just call his mom at any time of the night. Will you ask her tomorrow and then tweet it at us?
Yeah.
I'm at Han
Sure.
Solo on
You
Twitter.
sort of want to call her right now, though.
I
Would
do
she
it. I
still
mean,
be awake?
Probably not. What time is it?
It's midnight there.
No, she's not awake. Midnight is not awake.
Nope.
She's not awake. No.
What kind of outgoing messages
No,
do
this
you
is
have?
a lady who loves Billy D. Williams.
A
She's
long
been
time
asleep
ago
for
in a
couple
galaxy
years.
far, far away.
Hours.
My baby was born. Calrissian, I am your father. What? You're my mom? What?
What's something else? Hey, what's something else in your life besides your name?
Like what?
Yeah,
What do you
what
do?
are you besides a guitar?
Whoa. Shots fired again.
But he asked the hard questions. He's like the Charlie Rose of this panel. Remember when Charlie Rose, like 10 minutes into the interview, would just be like, "What else are you?" Right, just solid questions. So you're from? How long have you lived in LA?
Like 5 years, 6 years, maybe. 6, almost 6.
Did you start stand up in Virginia or
No,
here?
I started here.
Wow.
Tough place to start.
Yeah. It is.
It happens though.
It's a good thing.
That's where I did it.
Yeah. Me too.
Not
We're
me. That's all I'll say.
What the fuck was I gonna ask you?
I don't know. You know.
Are you
What do you do
ticklish?
for work? The ticklish thing's not gonna work on this, all right.
I work at a retail store.
Are you ticklish?
What
Are you-
retail store?
And which retail store? Walmart.
Where's
Really?
there a Walmart?
Because we done this.
I'll tell you,
before.
retail
date-
store
I know you
made
don't- I know
it
you
sound
don't
like
remember,
somewhere
but we've done
fancier
it
than
all before.
Walmart.
Chehalis, do you date white girls?
I've never have. I mean, I'm not against it, but I never have.
Oh.
All right.
Never had
Which
the
white girls here are interested? She's in.
I never had the opportunity to. I mean, like where I'm from. Okay, where I'm from, all the white girls act black, and I'm like, no, I want like a real white girl. Like I want a white girl that's like white, not a black girl that acts. I mean, a white girl.
Where
that
in
acts black.
Virginia
Like,
do all the white girls
I'm
act
from.
black?
I'm like outside of DC, so a lot of times they pick up that.
Are you from that neighborhood in Spokane where that lady's from?
No.
Right? You guys remember? It just happened.
Wait a second. You're not from Cloud City?
No.
You're not.
There's not even a single Star Wars fan in this fucking audience. I got it.
Yeah, one nerd.
One guy just lifted up and I got it.
I'm jerking off every day until December when the new Star Wars comes out.
But only to their eyes.
Yes.
Only to the eyes.
Right? Earlier.
Fuck yeah. So what else, Chehalis? I mean, you gotta change that name. However, I would keep it. I would keep it your name while working at Walmart. Just have that as your name tag and have that let that character die out there with Walmart.
This is
you know
dead.
What I mean? Yeah.
Excuse me, Chalice. Where are
They call me
where
Charles.
are the blue light
call you
specials?
They call me Charles.
They just add
quick
an
glance,
R.
a quick glance, like, oh, Charles, excuse me.
Excuse me,
Are
Chaz.
you surprised that the regular Walmart? Are you surprised that somebody in a Walmart who has a question is not a strong reader?
But there's not even an R in it, so it really doesn't
no
surprise
R,
me.
there's
It,
no
it really
E.
doesn't surprise me that somebody would look at you and drop a hard R. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Really, nothing on that?
whoa.
It's about his fucking first name.
No, it's not. That was I get the
Oh, I
joke.
mean, of course it's a joke about the N-word, but I mean, clearly that's the only time you would say hard R. You motherfucker. You guys really threw me under the back of the bus on that one.
Now you gotta
See?
laugh on that one.
Oh,
You gotta laugh on
yeah,
that one.
Yeah,
You
the
got
first
it,
thing was
you're a
that smart too,
professional.
motherfuckers. I know what kills and what doesn't.
It's called Kill Tony.
That made it weird.
That made it weird.
Calrissian. You mind if I just call you Calrissian?
Sure.
Calrissian.
Go for it.
Can you go to the DMV and change your name?
Well,
You don't have to.
Do you
don't have to.
mind?
It is my name. I
Listen,
don't
to
have
make
to.
it in this business, you have to stand in lines. And
Send
one of
that-
those lines is the DMV, where you could change your name legally.
You don't have to change your name
It is
legally
my
for
name.
people to call you that, though.
yeah, no.
That's
Like,
true. You can have
Sinbad,
both. You can have it
Sinbad's
both
name
ways.
is like Tim or something. Like he just
It's
decided.
Tim Bad.
I'm Sinbad. I'm Sinbad now. Call me
And-
Sinbad.
And also, Calrissian is already on your ID.
Yeah.
It's just not first.
Yeah, it's just not in the right
Yeah, man,
order.
you're all set. And the only reason I'm gonna take this stance. The only reason we're saying you should change your name is because of all the people who've ever changed their name. You have the fucking coolest option just sitting right there.
Yeah, it's
good to
pretty
go.
crazy.
Okay, well, is
Calrissian.
it one name or is it multiple? Like
No,
is it
I'd say,
just
I'd say
Calrissian
pick a last
Robinson,
name,
man.
Calrissian, and then pick a last name. Probably the last name you already have.
You could take the Rob out of Robinson and just go with Rob Calrissian.
Do you have any brothers, and are their names middle names also from Star Wars?
Oh, that's a great fucking question. Yeah, is you have
No.
like Malcolm R2D2 Robinson?
No, I'm the only Star Wars character.
You're the only one.
Tony, Chewbacca,
I'm the
Robinson.
Albert Boba Fett.
I'm the only one.
This is my sister.
We just all had to do examples.
This is my sister Denise Jabba the Hutt Robinson. She never had a chance.
This is my sister Martini, Princess Leia Robinson.
Wow, Martini. That was more racist than my hard R joke. I mean, that's just like
Or
a...
tiny.
That's because you didn't put a voice on it, too.
Okay. Calrissian.
What's the name of that Jackson that's not Janet? That's a lady.
Samuel L.
Rebe?
Jackson?
Latoya is
Latoya.
a good one. I don't know what I'm doing right now.
Hurry up. Just say Wilford Brimley and play.
Brimley.
Wilford. There he goes. Calrissian Robinson.
Thank you,
everybody.
Calrissian.
He's on Twitter at YoP Parker. One day he's going to come up here and I'm going to talk with him about something other than the most awesome middle name in the world. But the 2 times he's been on, somehow that came up, and I just I just can't get off
The,
of
ne-
that.
the next time he comes up,
somehow?
you're going to introduce Calrissian and Robinson
It's
and be
true.
like, fuck yeah, man, and then just
true.
really
Yeah.
get into Walmart.
You're going to get into the groove next time. You're not going to forget about him. Don't you forget about him. Simple Minds.
Dude, I feel like the minute he starts going by Calrissian, like everybody's like, let's put him on the show.
No,
Yeah.
he's going to be huge.
I feel like you guys are just talking a lot because you feel awkward because of what happened.
What
happened?
Oh, nothing. I feel like.
Oh, nothing happened? That's why we're talking?
Yeah.
Welcome to podcasting.
I think we found the other thing he has besides the guitar. He also carries that speed bump around with him to just throw out in the middle of nothing.
You're not gonna play a little diddly after all that?
Yeah, throw us a little diddly.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, do you know the song from Broken Arrow?
Yeah, John Travolta's like, look out.
No, that song is not in Broken Arrow.
I pulled another name out of the bucket, everybody. Put your hands together for Kayla Bernadette.
Woo! It's just like an awards show. They're always seated really far away.
All right, so I smoke weed, but I'm afraid to do it in public because I live near Hollywood Boulevard, so there's tons of children walking around. Like, I don't want the parents to come back and say, excuse me, you gave my child a contact high? Yeah, right after we passed by you, she ran off to Ghirardelli, ate all their ice cream, and then took a nap on Jimmy Kimmel's Stoop. What's up with that? Gosh. What else? Yeah, speaking of weed, hi, Doug. One time I got so high that I thought that I existed outside of the space-time continuum. Like, I saw Carl Sagan writing on a comment, and he was like, Kayla, join me. We've got billions and billions of blunts. Yeah, and I have some advice for women who don't wear underwear. Okay, please do. We cannot have the elderly slipping and falling all over your snail trail, okay? Okay. I don't think Medicaid covers vaginal incidences, so take care of that. And one more piece of advice. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one, but mine's the best. Thank you.
Damn.
It's interesting closer. I have the best asshole.
I love it.
I have the best asshole. Good night.
Have you?
My asshole is superior to all of yours.
Have you seen this fella's Facebook page?
Yeah, because his asshole's getting eaten out pretty good, so
yes,
his might be better.
Do you bleach your asshole?
Gosh. What the fuck would it look like? Orange? I don't know.
No, I mean, why is yours the best asshole? I mean, is it tighter than most
Yeah, do you-
assholes?
do you-
Is
I
it
don't
cleaner?
know.
Brian spends his entire day hoping a woman will mention her asshole, because then it's open game. Like he could just jump right in.
I mean, that is a pretty big, like, I mean, you're bragging about your asshole like you don't poop out of it.
Right.
It was.
I'm pretty sure she doesn't. Have you taken a look at her?
It
Hey,
comes
what does
out of
that
my
mean?
nose.
Pretty spectacular lady right here.
If there was a
Whoa,
She-
Doug is
she's-
in love.
She's never shitted in her life.
Uh-oh.
So your first joke was interesting because I like the concept of the kid getting stoned, but I didn't really
Yeah.
like where it went. It seems like you'd have fun with it though. Like the kid got stoned and built a bear.
The way you said
I
it,
don't know.
it made me think like you were like, if I was a kid, I wouldn't go to Ghirardelli. Like you didn't like where the kid went, like actually went in her joke.
How
Why
long you
would he
been-
sleep at Jimmy Kimmel's thing?
Yeah, that's.
There's so many better
It's
late
a-
night
it-
shows
yeah.
to sleep in front of.
But,
Oh.
right, but
Well, no,
she's
this-
on Hollywood Boulevard,
Yeah,
and that
it's
is,
right
like,
next to-
as a local reference, that is pretty funny. But, like,
She's
people are
got
never
some
gonna know that.
intricacies
Yeah,
to her
for sure.
jokes that I don't think are necessarily landing.
You're
but
brand new,
It's
right?
good that you're doing
Yeah,
them.
I mean, I've been doing. This is like my 10th time. I'm just a bored writer. Like, sue me. I don't know.
Would you like to
Yes,
write?
we would like to. We're filing a class action suit against you for what you did here tonight because you really took a minute of our lives. No, I was just saying. I thought you had some. It was writerly. That's a good
the
way
structure,
to
the
describe
structure
it.
is right on.
Like you were. There's a lot of writing going on, and you just have to say it in front of a crowd more often to find out where the funny parts are and where it's just more like clever writing rather than punchliney.
Where are you from?
Ugh, South Florida.
Wow.
Yeah. We're not going to hold that against you because it's
Yeah.
the weather is nice.
How long have you been in LA?
I've been in LA since December.
How long have you been doing stand-up?
Like a
10
few
times.
months. Like,
So you're like really spreading out your times
Legs,
on stage.
yeah.
You're going up like once every few weeks or so.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, I go to big wings. So.
Wow, I've never
What
heard.
does that
I've
mean?
never heard.
Are you?
It's in
Are you
Burbank.
just telling us
I mean,
places you hang out,
It's
or?
I mean.
It's in Burbank, Doug. It's in
No.
Burbank.
No,
What's
it's,
it called?
It's right there in Hollywood.
Yeah,
I
it's
go
in
there every
Hollywood.
Monday just to do some shit and practice. I don't know.
I mean, no comedians responded to that. I almost feel like it's just like some guy's house named Big
No.
Wang.
No.
I
No,
perform
it's
at
in
Big
Hollywood,
Wang's, you know,
but
he's
they
got a
have an
living room.
open mic or something.
Yeah, and I've also done the
Oh,
Laugh
okay.
Factory 3 times.
Big Wings is probably one of the worst places to ever do stand-up
Yeah,
comedy. It's a
for
chicken wing
sure.
place full of drunk douchebags.
Yeah, it's like a sports
horrible.
bar kind
Yeah.
of place.
Hey, are you guys talking about that show that's on top of Hooters on Hollywood Boulevard? Because you just described that too. Like
Yeah.
that.
Guys, I
There's
just
a
wanted
show
to-
on top of Hooters.
Yeah.
There's like a second floor, and I did it once, and a guy, like a fucking homeless dude, started heckling me. And
No,
you
that's
know
just,
what?
that's just
I
a
won.
Hooters waitress.
No.
Well, no, that's
It
it.
might have
It
been.
sounds like that. It's above the Hooters.
It's on the second floor. There's
Yeah,
a,
it sounds
Hooters
like
has a
it.
second floor.
It sounds like there's a Hooters poltergeist situation going on here, where anything that's built on top of a Hooters. Anyway, it's a poltergeist joke, everybody. The hit movie from the early '80s,
and
Or just a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
yeah. That. I heard they don't even have a Carol Ann in this new Exorcist. What are your, or I mean, Poltergeist? What do you think about that, Doug?
I don't think anything about it. I mean, what do you mean there's no Carol Ann? There's a little girl,
Oh, there is.
I think.
I don't know.
I didn't see that.
Kayla,
show.
when you say you're a writer, what do you mean by that? What do you write?
I write like screenplays, little shorts, like shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Depressing poetry.
Or poetry.
Whatever.
It's
Yeah.
just called poetry here.
Yeah.
What
I
kind of
don't know.
screenplays? Like action movies?
No, I'm just trying to write shorts. Like I'm into a lot of like Mel Brooks kind of shit. So I'm doing a lot of just stuff like that.
That's an interesting role model for you, Mel Brooks.
Yeah, I love like old, stuff
Old
like
white
that.
guys?
Yeah. Oh, I actually have a joke about that.
Yeah?
About white people. And
What do you think of Blazing Saddles? That's like full
I-
of super racist humor.
I get the theme song stuck in my head every day. That's like a secret. Every single day, I get it stuck in my head. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
What is it?
Interesting.
Hum a few bars.
He
Rode a blazing saddle across the great big sea.
I just
Yeah,
got word
that's
that
not the
everybody
words.
stopped listening to the podcast.
Really? We
Yeah.
lost everybody?
No,
That
I'm
can't be
kidding.
possible. I just want to touch what you're wearing.
It's velvet.
Thank
Oh
you.
my
Yeah.
God.
Thank you.
This is love.
I mean, that's, but that's just
Any girl that mentions she smokes pot twice in her act, Doug just falls
right.
in love with
Yeah.
completely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's wearing velvet and like
And then
saying
and
that.
then points out that she's got her own asshole.
It's actually my dream to be on Getting Dug with High. I'm just gonna-
Oh,
Wow,
it's good
look
to
at
have
that.
goals. That's a,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Looks
lie.
like you're gonna have to get in bed with. Wait.
Wait.
It's
Totally
always good.
fucked that up.
It's always good to get into show business. Like my goal is to get on a show where no one gets paid and I just get very high and then go home. But,
yeah, you can
uh,
accomplish most of those things without going to Culver City.
Yeah, you could go to my house.
Don't say
Oh,
where the show is. It's
I
a
don't go
secret.
below sunset, so that's good.
She
I don't
doesn't.
even
She
know.
doesn't. She doesn't blow sunset. What?
I didn't. I
Huh?
didn't. Never mind. I'll
Well,
talk later. I don't.
bet that if you get in Doug with bed, then
No, stop it.
see, I reset
Stop
and
it.
actually
She's
it
a
still
nice-
worked, even though I reset and
Yeah.
tried it. Normally I wouldn't do that, but it was
That was good. You're the
Yeah,
first
no, I-
comedian to ever wait long enough for the fucked up one to get forgotten.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then go back, and it's still.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
Punched it up a
Oh,
little
that's
bit.
good,
and,
yeah.
Executed it right down the gullet.
Yep.
Just
Professional.
pure confidence.
Professional.
You just need stage time. I would try a Haha Cafe. Every day they have a mic that you can get on guaranteed.
Have you been to Haha?
No.
They have a
It's
new-
out in the valley.
North
Oh,
North
I
Hollywood.
don't drive.
Do you have
so
a car?
I don't
No
know.
car.
But you know,
I
how
walked
many
here.
people? You know how many?
She walked
You know how many
here.
micers here would take you?
How far
just
do I have
because
to
they're-
walk to get to where you live?
I live in the Hollywood Hills, kind of.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, every
Baller.
open micer here would drive you to
Yeah.
that open mic because they also need to practice talking to girls.
Yeah. And you have the best butthole in the world, supposedly.
According to you.
you.
According to
Don't get
you.
Just-
This is kind of a weird question. Have you ever seen your poop gather and like stick? Because you're so skinny, I wonder if your poop ever like sticks out of your body when it's in your digestive.
What's interesting is he knew it was a weird question before he said it.
He did know. He did know.
Do you have an answer to?
Do you know what I'm saying?
Brian wants to know the answer.
I don't think the poop is held on the outside of the stomach, Pat.
He was talking to you because he was looking at you.
I know.
If
Look at Tony.
He was actually looking at. He was looking at Geoff, which is surprising. How would Geoff be able to see the poop? All right.
Yeah, that's it does. I didn't know you were asking me. The answer is yes. Like, it just the way bodies work, man. Everyone is different. I don't actually have an asshole. That's why it's a real problem.
Nice.
You can see it a lot. I have to have 3 operations a week.
Damn.
Kayla, would you ever date a guy named Calrissian?
Calrissian. It's funny. My dating history is like whiter than a Beverly Hills Country Club. So
Wow.
it's terrible. It's terrible.
I don't know how you can get whiter considering they're all white. But I guess there's an even higher level of whiteness.
What's the oldest guy you've
Absolute
ever
whiteness.
Oh my god.
What's the oldest?
Oldest guy you've ever gone out with? That's an interesting question.
Why is Jerry running out of the room? Hey, where are you going, Jerry? Sit back down.
Yeah, what's the oldest guy you've ever gone out with? And have you ever dated a guy with a baseball cap turned either way?
I have. I dated a Red Sox fan once. He always wore that hat. He never took it off, I swear.
It really sounded like that sounded like you were setting up a joke, and then there wasn't
I
one.
know.
So that's what you got to start
I was
doing.
just-
How old?
Is have a joke at the end of that.
How old is the oldest
Right?
one?
Oh my god.
Come on, tell the truth.
Do you have a hungry ass?
What the fuck, Brian? This is what I'm talking about. There's got to be like a line
It's kind of
somewhere.
weird. It's
She's
kind
the
of
one
weird.
talking about her butthole.
Are
It's like,
people with
hungry
weird?
Why would you? What do you have a hungry ass?
yeah, she's got a hungry butt. That's why she brought up her butthole. Her butthole's in all our heads right now.
But
No.
people in the audience.
No, not me. I'm busy drawing.
I've got a guitar. I can't think about buttholes holding this guitar.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck yeah. How old's the oldest guy?
It's weird. I don't really date because guys don't really. I don't know. Like the guys that I want don't approach me. So
Right?
You know you can talk to them, right?
yeah, I know.
Like unless it's Red Band. He's gonna say something weird the minute you walk up to him.
How's your areolas? Big, small?
Oh, stop it. It's got to end. It's not an option.
They're kind of like
It's not an
pancakes.
option.
What?
Yeah, they're actually like pancakes. Like they take.
You got the
over-
big ones?
Yeah,
they
they're
take
like,
over my whole body.
Oh,
It's crazy,
dude,
but-
go lie about that.
Yeah,
If
she
you
tried
got
to
dark
turn it into
brown,
a-
big
There
areolas,
moons
that's my
over my
favorite.
hammy.
Oldest guy.
Oh my. God.
Oldest guy she's ever gone out with, or
Yeah,
or
yeah,
made
I've
love
been trying
to?
Whatever. Oldest guy, anything. I want to
Oldest
fucking
guy
number.
you've talked to.
Oh
What's
my
the
God.
oldest?
By the way you're not answering it, I'm guessing it's in the hundreds.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, he's in a retirement home. He's 92. I'm just kidding. I don't want to say.
Why?
Okay, 62. Fuck, whatever. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Six.
Fuck it.
You went out with a 62-year-old? Hello.
I needed rent money.
Oh my god.
Did you get?
Wait a second.
Did you get rent money? Did you get
How
rent
much is
money?
your
You
rent?
went out
for
with a guy
one?
for rent money?
How much is your rent?
Well, between my roommate and I, about 6 something. But I was unemployed at the time and very hungry. So I mean, you do
So
what
like
you gotta do.
$1,000.
You do what you gotta
$250 a
do, you
week.
guys.
Yeah.
So
No,
you
I
date
don't
like you
so.
dated him? Did you like when you like? Did you just ask him for rent money, or did
What-
you steal it?
What's that
or-
convert in roses?
In what? In roses? I don't.
When a guy gives you
No.
roses, you can turn them in for money.
Brian, what are you
No,
even
it's doing
talking
a
about?
hooker
right
joke that only that guy got.
You just point.
And
There's
only
nobody
one
even
person
standing
here
in that
got
one
a
part of the
hooker
room that
joke?
you just pointed at.
Hooker guy.
Wait, even
There's
you
not even
pointing
a
it
real
out.
human there. I looked.
Even pointing out that it's a hooker joke doesn't help me at all.
62.
I don't.
62-year-old white guy, right?
Oh yeah.
What-
Don't
what'd he
remind
do?
me. Oh. He was gross. I really don't want to talk about it. Like police were involved. It was.
Okay.
He's a piece of shit. Anyways, I'm onto nice guys.
Well, I'm glad
now,
you
so.
moved on. Yeah, that's good for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you
And
ticklish?
And I'm glad that.
Am I ticklish?
Oh my God.
Only
Dude,
on my
we're
asshole.
Well, Brian will be happy to. Oh no.
Oh, fucking disgusting.
Worst thing to say to Brian, because
oh God,
you really can't accuse him of sexually harassing you after you suggest that.
It's actually the law.
Once you bring up how ticklish your butthole is, it's
I know
open game to Brian Redband.
It was like both of them creeped me out at the same time.
You want to watch?
No.
Everybody, put your hands together for the stylings of Kayla Bernadette.
Yes.
There she goes. Got very creepy.
We'll see you again next week on Butthole Party.
Yeah. You could go to Big Wang's in Burbank. I'll give you my address.
She goes to the one in Hollywood, and they have an open mic there.
She doesn't have a car. I don't think she's gonna walk to Burbank for you and your.
I'll send her an Uber.
Ooh, look at
that walk over Barham is you don't want to walk back, but when you're going, it's not a bad.
He used to ride his bike back and forth on that fucking crazy ass street.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm relentless though, and we'll stop at nothing. Anyway, guys, this is the part of the show where our two regulars.
I am relentless.
You're damn right. Two regulars.
Stop at nothing.
Yeah.
It's regular
Are
time.
you gonna repeat it again? You want to repeat it?
All
again?
these people are no. Sorry, you guys. Nobody else. That was it.
We could do a rapid round if you want to do a
Or is there
rapid
more
one.
later? I'm sorry.
No.
Okay, I thought there might have been a format change the way you were looking at me.
No.
Do you want to do a rapid round? Do
No.
one minute?
No, we
minute
can't.
worth of talking?
No, we don't.
What do you mean
Don't-
1 minute?
we don't have
Isn't that what
time.
they normally get?
Put your hands together for your first regular. We have two regulars on the show that do a brand new minute every
Yay.
single week. They don't sign up. They don't come out of the bucket. They just do a new minute every week. It's been that way for 2 years now. Put your hands together for your first regular tonight. She's also from Florida. Her name is Kimberly Condit, everybody.
Woo!
Thank you. I just have to. There's this guy in the crowd that reminds me. You remind me so much of my dad. It's insane. Yeah, I only say that because I don't know you either. A lot of things remind me of my dad, like a snow leopard, because I've only seen those through a couple of pictures. And my mom said he loved cocaine. Thank you. I didn't want to hang out with them when I was younger a lot. It's like, because when you're 8 years old, you don't want to hang out with some guy that parties all the time and just does drugs. And so he wasn't around. And now I'm 25, and all I can think is he sounds pretty dope. I couldn't find drugs before, and now I'm without them, and I know where they are. That's it. Thanks.
Fuck yeah, 50 new seconds from Kimberly Condon. All on the dad.
Meow.
You talk about family a lot, and I don't think we've heard much about the dad, really.
I know.
What's his deal?
He was around when I was younger, and not so much when I was older.
Right.
You just went back home, so you must have seen him.
I didn't.
Yeah. What's that like? What's he up to now?
I don't know. I don't contact him.
But
Something pretty interesting happened. We don't talk at all, but we live in a really small town, and my mom heard rumors that he just won a really huge lawsuit and that he's a millionaire now.
Wow.
What? Yeah.
Are there any rumors as to what the lawsuit was about?
A company that he used to work for that, I don't know, something happened.
Like a fishing company?
I don't know.
Mesothelioma?
I don't.
Huh.
Well, you got to get back in with him before he dies,
I
so you can
know,
get a chunk
dude.
of that when he's gone.
I know.
All right.
Yeah, I love
That's my advice.
I loved the
You
opener.
see, you got the comedy thing down.
Yeah, you had me sold on the fact that some guy really reminded you of your dad until you hit the misdirect. I was already waiting to criticize you afterwards and be like, you went off too long on how long you thought somebody was your dad. So I totally
Was it
fell
good
for that.
acting? I was
Yeah.
nervous it wasn't going to be good.
I liked how the guy that you pointed out was the hooker guy.
Oh, it was the hooker guy.
He probably does have some things.
Oh, that
with
lady's
your dad.
pissed.
Do you do a lot of cocaine and not talk to your kids?
Wow,
You've
geez,
never
this guy-
not talked to your kids?
Yeah. I feel like the answer
Not
was
even
as
for a day?
confusing as it deserved to be.
Yeah.
What a terrible father.
I'm very sorry about your father relationship, but
That's okay.
No,
The-
she's going to
the
work it
jokes
out.
are-
That's what we decided. She's going to get back in with him.
Yeah, we're gonna be good soon.
nah, fuck
All is
that guy.
forgiven.
Get your own $1 million. Fuck that
Hey,
asshole.
money bags.
Let's just fleece
It's been
him.
a while.
Right? We can fleece him.
Yeah,
Look
let's
how
pull a
fucking
con
cool you
on
look.
him.
You could put a suit on and we could Ocean's 11 the shit out of this. And me and Red Band will be them two hillbillies.
What nationality is he?
He's Irish and Native American.
Irish and Native American.
Yeah.
Oh,
there
no
we-
drinking problem there.
That's so funny.
I swear that's some old comedian's joke that like happened to be those two things and then said that.
I don't know if it's definitely in the history books.
Yeah, I think so, for sure. But Kimberly is, I'm proud to say, I'm doing a show at the Irvine Improv on July 7th, and she's going to come down and do a guest set.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that. So cool. Always exciting.
Oh, is
I
it gonna
should
be
call
more-
her Kim. I don't think anybody calls her Kim.
Is it gonna-
Some people do.
Okay, some people
It's
do.
okay.
Are you going to let her do more than 1 minute?
No, just the 1 minute, and I want all you guys to come down and criticize it.
Yeah.
Doug, you had a Kill Tony past regular down in Florida open up for you. I don't know if you remember the crazy
Michael Perkins.
stylings of Michael Perkins.
That guy, that was an interesting night when he went on.
What happened?
He got a little too fucked up, like got too drunk before and maybe high before his performance, and was kind of a little bit of a mess, but in a fun way. And he had got a lot of people to come down to support him.
Oh, that's so cool.
And but by the end of the night, I think he felt a little sad because I couldn't talk to him because he was so fucked up.
I
I couldn't really spend a lot of time
Yeah,
with him.
he moved back to Florida after being out here for a few months.
Yeah.
He drinks so much that he came down with a case of the gout.
Ew.
Like the gout. Like the disease that like Game of Thrones people get in the shed.
The
So-
reason why the previous comedian had to break up with her super old boyfriend.
Yeah.
Right?
Because he had gout?
Yeah.
Over
know.
in gout.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah.
I made it up.
He made it
How
up.
do you like? What's the first warning sign of gout?
It's disgusting. He
Your
told
foot,
me all
your
about
foot
it.
hurts.
Yeah.
You know what's gross is that he never wore shoes or socks. He'd only wear sandals.
That
I think-
also
I
might have
think that was
contributed
true.
to the gout.
Back in his home area of what was it? Pensacola? Was
Yeah.
that where he was? Yeah, yeah. It was interesting,
Well, there you go.
but happy to have him.
Fuck yeah, the Michael Perkinson story.
Yeah.
Put your hands together
Kim
for
in Irvine. Come see Kim
Yes.
in Irvine.
Go see Kim and Doug Benson.
She's gonna
in
do a
Irvine,
whole.
July
She's gonna
7th.
do 2 minutes.
Whoa, 2 minutes.
A whole 2 minutes.
Double time.
Yeah, she's gonna get twice as long as set.
We have one other regular on the
After all
show
these
who
years.
also writes and performs a new minute every week, and her name is Sarah Wine-Shank, everybody.
What's up? I have a fire extinguisher in my apartment, and it's in a display case, which I find to be peculiar. Same with that word. Because, like, in an emergency, in a fire setting situation, I'm not going to fight my own fire. Like, I'm afraid of candles. My soy candles, I'm afraid of them. But if my apartment was on fire, what are the odds that I'm going to break the display case that it's in? Makes no sense. If there's a fucking fire, time is of the essence, and I'm grabbing my makeup first. Because I'm not down to be homeless and ugly. I'm getting my makeup. I can't even tie my fucking shoelaces. How the fuck would I use a fire extinguisher? All right.
By the way, exactly 1 minute. Interesting that you went with you can't tie your own shoelaces. Is that true?
Yeah, people around here been calling me loose laces.
What's up, LL?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Loose
Yeah.
laces?
I can teach you.
I know how to tie 'em, they just don't stay tied.
Then
Yeah.
you don't know how to tie.
Yeah, you don't know how to tie.
Well, like, yeah.
That's been my problem my whole life with keeping my shoelaces tied. Yeah, I'm not good at it.
The trick is
Are
to
you
go the
serious, or are you
opposite.
just trying to make a connection with Sarah Wine-Shank right
I'm
now?
just trying to, yeah.
No, there's a
anything.
way, like,
I'm
if you
like,
go the
I used to wear a
opposite-
dress like that.
Like whatever way feels natural to loop it around. If you go the opposite way, it's actually better and it stays tied.
I mean, I'm doing all right tonight. Like I've gone all day without a problem, but I can
Both of hers are
empathize.
fucked up. I think I was just talking to her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
mine are loose.
Wow.
Yeah.
Also, if you want to break a if you like, I just have some advice. Like, just hit the glass; it breaks right away.
Have you done it?
No, I've been very lucky.
Brian's done it.
Done it.
You've broken the display case.
Yeah, I was at this girl's house that her oven had a grease fire, and they had one of those in the thing, and I
It's
broke
always
it.
at a girl's house.
What'd you break it with?
You know, I'm banging some chick. She's having multiple orgasms, and
I'm fucking her
all
so
of a
hard.
sudden,
It's a fucking grease
she's
fire.
like, Brian, nobody fucks me like you. And I'm like, I know, baby. And then all of a sudden, there's a fire, and I had to break the thing. Yeah. so this
No,
girl
it has a little hammer connected to it with like a little chain, and you just go like that, and like the glass is real thin, or it's like fake glass almost, and it's.
I just don't see myself doing that.
Well, you will if your shit's on fire.
Yeah,
Is it?
I don't
But
know.
there's the
Getting
display-
out is a good idea, I
The
think.
display case is in your apartment. It's not in the hallway or something.
Yeah, no, it's in my apartment in
What?
a case in
Wow.
the kitchen.
You have one of those really hip apartments.
Yeah.
huh?
And they're
Like,
It looks like a hallway.
wait, what?
Is your
No.
apartment in an Urban Outfitters? What the fuck?
No, I have a display case in my kitchen.
Weird.
It's weird, right?
Yeah, that is weird.
Is there a bookshelf in your? All right.
There's a
It's a
record
coffee
table?
table.
Can you buy a book that looks like a book but doesn't have anything written in it, and it's $40 because it's cool?
Good
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you own a record player?
Yes, I do.
I knew
Because if
you
you
would.
don't, we have quite a selection over here.
Are you wearing the polka dots in memory of Dusty Rhodes, who we lost this week?
I don't know.
Why'd that get an ah?
I don't know.
a
I'm just
weird
wearing
crowd.
polka
You
dots.
mentioned a real person who just died.
Oh,
Norm Dusty Rhodes
you know who Dusty Rhodes is?
from Three Amigos.
Yeah.
Yes, that
Yes,
Dusty
no,
Rhodes.
it's from Vacation.
Was he in a polka dots?
Yeah, Dusty Rhodes was.
He just saw spots a lot.
Yeah, me too.
I love the makeup. You'll be homeless, but you won't be ugly. That's fun, and that's definitely in that
Yeah, that was a
Wine-Shank
big laugh.
cadence and
Yeah.
rhythm. You know, so you know you have your voice so well figured out, and another fun set. Exactly 1 minute. So,
Thank you.
how do you feel about it?
I mean, it took me a minute to get into the groove there, you know? But once I got in, I was in it. But, like,
Well, how
it
did
could
you
have
start
gone.
it again?
It was a weird start.
Yeah.
And I just like
You
to
see-
talk about that and get that out of the way, you know?
You say it took you a minute to get into the groove?
Yeah, it did. Well, not a full minute. I was, you know, a phrase.
About 27 seconds. Anyway,
Yeah.
Sarah Wine-Shank,
Thank
everybody.
you,
She
guys.
did it
Yeah,
again.
good job.
Follow Kimberly Condit, Sarah Wine-Shank at Princess Shank, Kimberly Condit on Twitter, Instagram, everything. Watch them, follow them, write a new minute, and perform a new minute every single week. We did it again, everybody. That's Kill Tony. Patty Reagan over there.
Yeah.
At
check out-
Josh Martin Comic. Doug Benson, what do you want to promote? What's going on? At Doug Benson. Doug loves movies. Getting Doug with Highs. Super Doug Me. Doug Dynasty on Netflix.
And don't forget Doug
Yeah,
Behind.
July 7th
Promotional
at the Irvine
Tool is
Improv.
the new album out on iTunes, and Chronicon episode 420, new dope is
You're definitely running out of things to
is
rhyme with
out
pot
of,
things, by the way.
No, I'm not. There's
When is that out?
endless.
'Cause
I know.
That's
am I
out
in
on
that?
VOD and on iTunes on July 3rd.
Am I in that?
Yes, you are.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Jeff Tate popped his Kill Tony cherry tonight,
Yes,
everybody. And
Jeff
if I
Tate.
can say so, one of my favorite first performances ever.
Thank you very much. I was nervous. I think I asked you 3 times if I was doing this right.
You were doing great. I love that you actually asked. I wish more people would ask when it's their first time so that I could usually tell them, fuck no, you're not. Get funny. But you killed tonight.
Well, I appreciate it.
What do you got? What do you got going on? You're Jeff Tate. What is it? 68?
It's 96.
96.
Jeff
Don't
Tate
listen.
96.
What is it, Jeff Tate 22.
No,
What is it, Geoff Tate 49?
Stop saying it wrong.
Geoff Tate 73, everybody.
It's Geoff Tate 96.
Why is
on
it 96?
Because
that where you got your
Geoff
GED?
Tate is already gone,
Oh.
and 96 is when I graduated high school, for real. I mean,
Fuck yeah!
not
What do you
really.
want to promote, Geoff?
I got. So this is Death Squad, right? You can get the hot dogs and Gatorade shirt is available now at zipzooapparel.com. Hot dogs and Gatorade.
Zipsu.
Buy a
Whatever.
T-shirt, everybody. Buy a Geoff Tate T-shirt. That's what he's saying. Follow him on Twitter. Follow him on everything, and buy a T-shirt from him.
No, that's what Segura calls me that on his podcast for some reason. Hot dogs and Gatorade, and so some guy made me the shirts.
Right.
And just go buy them, and then
Yeah.
I have another shirt that say "Decency or Death," and buy those shirts for real because they have I put money into a domestic
Show of
violence
hands if
charity.
you're buying a shirt.
Check out his shirts, everybody. This guy's basically begging you to buy shirts, so just go buy
Look at
it.
that, it's a dragonfly.
No,
It's
it's
Joy
just the
Diaz's
thing-
mom.
It's the thing that they
Or
cannot.
Pterodactyl from
He's getting
Jurassic World.
defensive. He's getting defensive about me picking
No,
something.
I'm very conflicted about having shirts because I've never had them before.
I know,
and
it's
got 'em
weird, right?
today.
Ryan J. Ebelt, the artist.
Yeah,
Get
let's
your
check
ass-
it. Oh, look at him go!
Oh my God, it's Star
Oh, that's
Wars!
beautiful, beautiful Star Wars art.
Calrissian made it happen. A Star Wars edition of the
Wow.
Kill Tony print drawn live during this show here tonight. And I'm
That is
Darth
fucking
Vader.
rad.
That's fucking amazing. And you're the Emperor.
It's very cool.
Live audience, thank you so much. That's Kill Tony. Good night. Thank you. Toronto, everything. Come see us live.